We are about to see a move in crypto, guys, and this is going to happen very soon. In the next 12 hours, you are going to see that move happen across Bitcoin and the altcoin market. Today, I am going to talk about what kind of move you are going to see, why you're going to see it, and also I want to make sure that you are not going to get wrecked, because actually most people are going to get wrecked on the move that is happening in the next 12 hours. So guys, I will talk about my trading strategies. I will talk about everything you need to know if you're holding any crypto, so make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. We have an important video today. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So with that said, guys, let's get straight into it. So first thing you can see right here is that Bitcoin has been having a little bit of a bounce yesterday. However, we are at more or less the same prices from where I made that video yesterday. I think we were exactly at like $102,000 or $103,000 here for Bitcoin. Now, if you look at the altcoin market, you can see that the altcoin market since yesterday has been taking another dive down. So many altcoins are down between 5 to 15%. So this is something that is, this is a trend. Like the altcoins are just bleeding down. Week after week, it seems like many altcoins in general are bleeding down here. And looking at Bitcoin, of course, we still have, just like I said yesterday, we do have the cluster of support at 90, call it $100,000, this orange line right here. We have the yellow dotted line and we have the 50-day moving average. So everything is still the same for Bitcoin. I am still bullish. I still believe that in general, we're in a bull market. We're going to see higher prices. And I will talk more about the 100x challenge here in a bit, also in regards to how we can take advantage of that. But nothing has changed for Bitcoin. But for Ethereum and the altcoins, we did see something actually happen yesterday, which is pretty significant. So the first thing is that you saw that we had a little bit of a trend line here on the shorter time frames, this yellow dotted line. We have broken down from it and we came down almost to the $2,990 level. So call it $3,000 orange line here. Now, in the past, every time we have gone down to this point, you can see we went down right here. We had a huge bounce. So we went up to like 39% since buying off of this level. Here, since buying off of this level, we went up by 20%. And even this one, so if you look at shorter time frames, when we came close to the orange line right here, we also saw a bounce of 8%. But here's the thing. It's the first time that we have closed an actual daily candle so close to the $3,000 support level right here. Yes, we are seeing a green candle right now, but this is still like intraday. This can still become red. This is the current trading candle right now. So for Ethereum is looking a little bit weak right now, as we're seeing the trend here of lower lows and lower highs as well continue. So the trend is clearly down here for Ethereum on the longer time frames. If you zoom out on the daily, since the 3rd of December, really, we've been in a downtrend. That does not make me a bear for Ethereum. I still think that Ethereum is going to do really, really well in the rest of this bull market. But just short term right now, we are seeing a little bit of a bearish sentiment here. Now, this is something that we saw also for Solana right here, right? So we saw a trend of making lower highs, lower lows, and then you saw this massive move towards the upside. So this is just something that is happening temporarily right now, in my opinion. And I do think that eventually we're going to break out from it. But for now, Ethereum is actually looking a little bit weak on the lower time frames, since we are continuously making lower lows and lower highs here, and we're getting really close to this orange line here at $3,000. And let's see, guys, when we come down to this once again, if we can see a significant bull bounce and the bulls can defend this area, that is going to be the most important thing to look out for here for Ethereum. And also keep in mind that right now we are at the same prices for Ethereum since like at the beginning of November. So essentially, Ethereum has almost retraced all of the gains it had since Donald Trump got elected here. Well, not really. It was right here when Donald Trump won the election, right? So 2,500, but you saw a big bounce or the big move here. But yeah, we are definitely at a point right now where we want to see a nice bounce for Ethereum. Now for Solana is also right now retesting the 222 level. So you can see right here, we came down to the 22 level right here. And then yesterday we tried to make a push. We didn't manage to break through the $240 level. We saw a pullback again, and now we're seeing a green candle. But I would not be surprised, guys, if Solana does something similar to what it saw right here when it consolidated between 240 and 263. But we could see that consolidation between the 222 level and $240 level. So that could be something to keep your eyes on for Solana as well. But I'm still bullish. I still believe that Solana is going to see the next leg up here in the rest of the crypto market, or the rest of the bull market. Now let's go through the rest of these ones a little bit quicker, because I want to talk about why you're going to see a huge move today, guys. So for Dogecoin, you can see that Dogecoin, this yellow dotted trend line, we have broken down from it. And you can see that we went down actually to the 30-cent level here, this orange line. It was 2 days ago. And since then, we've been trying to break through the yellow dotted line, got rejected, went down again, and now we have this green candle. So same thing for Doge here. Doge is trying to break through this short-term bearish trend here. Let us see how that is going to go. Now for Cardano is not doing that bad, honestly. I mean, I would expect us to be closer to the 80-cent level, but the bulls really have stepped in here for Cardano. They do not want Cardano to go any lower here. They do not want us to take down the previous swing low here, which was at the 31st of December when we went down to 83 cents. But the orange line here at 80 cents is still going to be very significant. So if we see a drop here for Cardano, then expect the bulls to try to defend this with all they got. For XRP is looking pretty strong, guys. Out of the altcoins that we are covering, it remains the strongest one. It remains like it wants to even go a little bit higher, guys. Look at this. While other altcoins are seeing lower lows, lower highs, XRP is actually still seeing higher lows. So XRP is not looking too bad. You can see it right here as well. So you have a little bit of a formation here. And this looks like it wants to, I mean, the entire crypto market is bearish right now. Altcoins are going down in general. But if we see more optimism, I think that XRP could be one of the first ones to see a nice move towards the upside and break through the 3.28 cent level here, or $3.28. Now looking at the market in general, you can see that we're still finding support at 3.36 trillion. So this is a good sign that we haven't come down and retested these lower levels right here, because we have done that for the others chart. Not only have we come down and retested the significant support level right here. This is from the 26th of November, this has been holding. Now we have broken down, and now we need to keep our eyes on the $290 billion level here. We can still go down another, for the others chart, we can still go down another 10%, which is going to mean that smaller altcoins are going to probably bleed if we don't see us come back up towards this orange line and break through it, and then establish ourselves once again above this point. Right now, it looks likely that we're gonna try to break through this, but if we don't manage to do that, then the bears are going to push us down to $290 billion, which is gonna be a big support level. I have an orange line here for a reason, but you could get some nice buying opportunities down here. But for now, we need to see if we can break through the $325 billion level here. So I will keep watching this. I will keep updating you on that one as well. But the smaller altcoins, they are not doing too good right now in general. It seems like the major altcoins, apart from Ethereum, I guess, is really doing much better than the smaller altcoins. And it just means that the speculative sentiment that we had the last few months, it is starting to taper out, and we're seeing a flight to Bitcoin, we're seeing a flight to Solana and these other altcoins that are more established instead of these smaller like AI coins and meme coins. So that is a trend that I am seeing right now, but this has a lot to do with just the expectations of the interest rates maybe remaining at elevated levels for longer. If Jerome Powell comes out and says, or gives that indication that he is going to cut interest rates more, then the smaller altcoins and the others chart is going to shoot through the roof here. So it's just that the general sentiment in the market in terms of inflation and interest rates is a bit more pessimistic. So it means that the smaller altcoins are taking more of a beating. Let us continue here. I want to first talk about the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance on the weekly time frame. We are approaching the 60% level. This is the same level we got rejected of previously. So we're still what is this, 2% from this. So let us see if Bitcoin can continue to strengthen here. But I think that if something unexpected doesn't happen, I do believe that if we come up here, then we are going to get rejected here and we're going to start to go down again here. So that could be an opportunity here for altcoins. If we come up here and get rejected, keep your eyes on that, but I will of course update you on that as well. Now for the S&P 500, you can see that after having a big red candle here, we have now seen a little bit of a recovery, and in fact we're only, what is this, less than 1% away from the previous swing high here and the previous all-time high. So this is something we need to keep our eyes on, because there was a lot of panic here with this huge red candle, and the crypto market saw a big red candle and the smaller altcoins suffered. But the smaller altcoins have not really recovered right now, but the S&P 500 has recovered. And if we look at the NASDAQ and these other charts as well, I will show you that here in a little bit. First, trading strategies. How are we looking for that? Bitcoin is up $355,000. Ethereum is up $85,000. But look at this. The position itself is now down $60,000 because you saw a big drop for Ethereum. Now, I'm fortunate that the algorithm has made $145,000. Instead, if I would have just held a Ethereum position, I would have been down $60,000. Now, overall, I'm still up $85,000. So that is great to see. For Solana, I am up $232,000 and I'm up $72,000 still for Doge. So this volatility is welcome, but the next time we see a big move towards the upside, then yeah, we're just gonna make more profits here. For the 100x challenge, you can see that the current profit is, let me do some quick math here. It's about 30%. We added almost $4,000 here, which would be 40%, but then we have a little bit of a loss right now at 700. So yeah, less than 40% in profits here, but still it's profits. That is amazing. Now, if you look at the algorithm, it has made $800, almost $1,000 here recently. And if you look at the position itself, since we compounded, since we edited the settings here, it is down 1,638. Now, for me to get to break even, I need to go to $104,000. Let's say we go to $105,000, which I believe is going to happen very soon. Then this is once again going to be at extreme profits, and we're going to be at, I would say, like almost 50% in profit at that point. So the 100x challenge, as always, I'm keeping you updated right here. So we want to see that nice move towards the upside. I'm still thinking about taking the $900 here and compounding it into the bot, but I'm not going to do it in this video. I will make a dedicated video talking more about these strategies here moving forward. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe, activate the bell. But yeah, across the board, you are seeing many altcoins also be below the trading range here if you're using them. I will edit the price range for many of these altcoins right now, guys. So again, I will talk more about that in a dedicated video. But just know that I am about to update many of the ranges right here for the different altcoins that are below the range. Now, if you're going to edit the price range yourself, make sure to watch the tutorial video at the top explaining exactly what you need to know if you're going to edit the price range here, because we are below it for many altcoins. Now, if you want to use my trading strategies, sign up to Pionex first. You do have an opportunity right now to get in at much lower prices compared to just a few days and weeks ago. Claim the bonuses after you have signed up, and then you have the Bitcoin strategy, Ethereum, Solana, and Doge. If you want to use it for any other altcoin, click on this link. It's going to take you here, and then you have the link to the far right. Okay, now let us talk about why we're going to see a big move today, and I'm also going to show you the charts for the NASDAQ, and let me talk about that right now, in fact. So for the S&P 500, just like I said, we have seen a big recovery. Now for the NASDAQ, you've also seen a big recovery. We went down for the NASDAQ 6.3% on the index. Now we are only, 2% away from the previous swing high. We're still about 4% away or 3.5% away from the all-time high. If you look at individual stocks, you can see that Nvidia, which saw a huge drop, Nvidia saw a huge drop here of 22%, but Nvidia have also seen a nice bounce of 12%, and this looks like it wants to recover. Now remember, crypto went down because the NASDAQ went down, especially AI coins went down extremely much. But with Nvidia looking like it wants to recover here, we need to keep our eyes on this, guys. And NASDAQ as well. We need to keep our eyes on that as well, how the recovery is going to be. Now for gold, gold is I think didn't make a new all-time high here. Yeah, it's like an all-time high vicinity. And since the start of the year, gold has gone up by 7.4% because central banks and countries are stockpiling on gold. They're buying gold like crazy because of the uncertainty in the world right now and with inflation and all of these things happening. Now, gold is good. Bitcoin is much better. So all of the properties that gold has, Bitcoin has it, and it is much more superior. So it is only a matter of time, guys, until the people, the companies, the nations that are buying gold are going to start to stockpile on Bitcoin as well. So we're at a good place right now, guys. All we need to do is be patient, in my opinion, not financial advice, but I'm still as bullish as I've always been for Bitcoin. So I have no reason to change that. And all of these things happening right now, it just reinforces my strength here. Gold is telling us something. Amid the DeepSeek volatility, gold quietly hit a record high this week, now up 35% in 12 months. So it has doubled the S&P 500 returns year to date. So that is amazing to see. Now for me, that is why it's very important to not react impulsively with these moves, because if you react impulsively, let's say Bitcoin went down, it went down right here, boom, you saw this big red candle, went down to 97. You panic sell right here. You think that we're gonna go down to, let's say, 95. You panic sell here, we don't go back to 95. Instead, we just have a big bounce, and then let's say we go up and make a new all-time high. And the people that sold here, they are regretting that decision. So that is why it's so important to not react to these price swings happening, and instead be proactive, have a plan in your head in the beginning, and then you know what to do in every single scenario. That is why the trading strategies are so effective and why we've been making so much profit using them. But just like I said, guys, today, all of these charts, they're fantastic, but today you're gonna see big volatility because at 6 p.m. UTC, the Fed will make their next rate decision. Now, that is gonna be nothing. They're not gonna change anything. And the market believes that 95%, 97% that they're not going to do anything. So that is fine. However, there's going to be a press conference after that. When the press conference happens, you are going to see huge volatility. Like I said there, be prepared for volatility. Now, that could mean different things. It could mean a big drop. It could mean a big pump. Or it could mean big volatility like this and then us ending up at the same price. Nonetheless, be prepared for the volatility. Even if you see a big move and we stay there, or if you see a big drop and we stay below this point, either way, you have to be prepared for all of the different scenarios here. Make sure that you have enough margin here to not get liquidated if you're using the strategies, if you're using the bots, if you are using individual trades. Be prepared for that. If you want to take some trades with this volatility that is about to happen, then you can do that as well. But just be prepared for the volatility. Don't use too much leverage. One thing that he is going to be asked, Jerome Powell, is probably about the state of the economy and these tariffs, how it is going to... So Donald Trump is expected to impose tariffs on Canada and Mexico this week. So he will probably be asked how he thinks that this is going to affect the inflation, what he thinks is going to affect the jobs market, and interest rate cuts and all of these things. So yeah, you are going to see volatility in that press conference, guys. Because yeah, the tariffs, they're expected to actually happen on the 1st of February as well, so which is just a few days away. So we need to keep our eyes on this and yeah, be prepared for the volatility. For me, nothing has changed. I'm still bullish. The volatility that is going to happen, I'm just going to take advantage of that and use that and make more profits here. So as long as I don't get liquidated, which I'm adding more margin to make sure I'm not going to get liquidated, then it is all fine. Guys, this is what I got for you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.